Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gearbox. Continuing work on the mid-engine race car. They've added a few more parts since the last video, some more angled bits, some more wheels, so on. But that doesn't matter right now. First of all, I need to select the right tool. I would like to change this. I'm gonna lock that together in case I do decide to stay with that, but I would like to go like this instead to try and have the seats back further, like so. I don't want this car to be super long or super wide or anything. I want it to be on the small side. That's a good width. That should be fine. Nudge that up a little bit. And then I can just make the body kind of go along there, I guess. I'll probably do a main tube, not tube body, but kind of like what I did with this. And then put the panels on the outside. I find that's the best way for me to build bodies in this. So let's lengthen that a bit. I also made it narrower by accident. And see where the feet are so I can put pedals and the dashboard and stuff in the right spot. That could go back by one. There we go. And then that's fine there. Put this one here. And then shorten this back to there. There we go. I do wish I could move all of this back more. But with the simple gearbox that I'm using, it's a little hard. I am going to enable these really quick, just in case. There we go. On a side note, I have finally built a decent working 6-speed that isn't huge, but this gear doesn't stay meshed with the other gears properly, and it doesn't perfectly go in between the gears, so I need to work on it a little bit before I use it in anything, unfortunately. Hopefully my computer fans aren't too loud at the moment also. Alright, so how high does that need to be? That is fine like that. At least it should be fine like that. I could widen it a little bit, but I don't know if I really want to or not. Like, widen this part so that the seats aren't quite as close together. Let's see how it looks if I do. Move that over one and that over one. I don't know. I'll keep it like this for now. Just because I don't like having the seats so close together. But it is a full-on race car, so it should be kind of narrow and whatnot. So I am going to leave it narrower. Like that. Then we bring another beam up here. I need to measure out its height. That should go there. It's kind of hard to get things to be angled and look good in this. The roof is fine, but I'd like the window to go to like there if I can. And I'll start the window. Let's go like that, I think. And I should be making this all out of like titanium or something, not aluminum. Yeah, I'll make it out of lead. I'll probably switch it all to titanium after. Straight before I put the body on. How do I want to do the roof though? It is kind of nice how they've added these pieces, but I don't think it's going to work for what I need. So I'll use the slope beam. I need to add that in. Bring that down like so. Hopefully you can't hear the dog barking. And then there we go. And then I'm going to load in. I've been playing with some of the creations on the workshop. Load in this. Node skip angle collection by Marina Mordergaard. I can't pronounce things right now, I'm too tired. This is very helpful either way. I forget which one I like to use for this, though. I should also lengthen that to the same height that the windshield goes to. I'll do that in a moment once I have the A-pillar on. But figuring out where I want the A-pillar to be is a pain in the butt. I also need to turn that off now. And then I'm going to put a plate on top of here. Ooh, I can't. Okay, I need to shorten these. Lengthen that one, and now the plate will go there. Now I need to figure out which angle it is that I need. Let's start with 10 degrees. And go there, I guess. Yeah. I think that's close enough for me for now, actually. If I move this back more, that's too much of an angle. So, let's go with 9 and see how that goes. Come on. Oops. It's the same, just back further. Let's try 8. It's a little bit of trial and error using these pieces, but oh well. There we go, that lines up nicely. I probably could angle it back more, but oh well. Bring this along so I can get that to where I want it to be. I should also probably drop this down by 1. That'd make it steeper though. I'll leave it like this for now. That should be even enough. And this goes on top. Bring this across. This one goes under that one. Then plate goes here. I will quickly grab this and duplicate it. Go. And then fix this side. Like so. There we go. There's the main shape for the, like, cabin area thingy. I will likely bring another beam back, just straight back here. But I would like to get the front wheels positioned also, so I'm going to take the rear wheel off for now. I'll just use some scaffolding so I can get the front wheel in the right spot. I would like to have an aerodynamic look to it. So a somewhat long front end might be good, but if it's too long, it'll hurt the handling. So I'm gonna go... let's go roughly here for now. And then I'll build the suspension in a way that I can easily adjust it. That should be connecting to this, not... Really? Okay then. There we go. I do need to move it forwards one so that the steering will work. Oh my goodness, dog, stop barking. It's just there's one dog just constantly barks at everything. Okay. And then the hub needs to be there. So let's grab a beam, shorten it. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm not going to do any special, like, adjustability for anything like the toe, the camber, or whatever caster, because when I was trying it on my race truck, it drained the batteries way too fast. I can do a simple double wishbone style suspension. I have just enough space for that, so that's what I'll do. I'm just forgetting which part I usually put where, so I will use the... no, I'm going to use the ball end on the outside, because the rack and pinion is like that. Ooh, does this have a... it does have a single center. Good. How long is the rear? It's just one. Okay. So if I do this pretty much the same way I did the rear end, it should be nice and simple. They added a bunch more angles for this stuff too, which is nice. That'll hold it from being wiggly. And then the ball ends, or the ball joints on the ends, will allow it to still steer. How did I do... Ah, I see. Okay. I'm actually going to remove this lower end and copy it so that I can just use the same thing on the front. Because why not? It's already built, it works. Except I need to change out this piece. Duplicate it again. Do I want sway bar towards the front or the back? I'm gonna do the sway bar to the front, just to kind of give me more space for the springs and stuff. And then that should just go like that. Hopefully these don't get in the way of the steering. I have a feeling it is going to kind of get in the way, but it could be worse, I guess. Alright. Let's bring another one down like so. That should be in line with that, yes. So I can now just bring a couple frame rails forwards to connect the suspension to. Oh, there we go, like that. Cool, alright. Now I just need to remove this and duplicate it. Oops. That should have been locked. There we go. Okay. So there's the main bits for the front suspension, the upper and lower arms. I now need to put heavy duty springs on it. Strong ones. Like so. And then I can put the steering rack back here. And that should be fine. There we go. Grab the axle. Connect it there to the inside, or the front side, I guess, to take up less space. And do this, so, and then bring it down with a sloped beam. There we go. Alright, front suspension is done, in a sense, other than the sway bar and tie rods. I need to still connect this, though. Like so. There we go. In real life, it wouldn't be the strongest or the best performing, but it's good enough for now. I can always come back and change things if need be. I will duplicate that and that, and then bring a crossbar like so. Cool. I am going to do that so that that's all separate. Let's put the wheels back on. Adjust the length of the axles. This is going to look so cool. And I want them pointing up like that. There we go. That one's pointing up, and this one is now too. I'm also tempted to put a separate handbrake for the rear end, but I'm not entirely sure how I want to do it yet. So let's go brakes. Oops, here a brakes. There we go. S, only one seated. That is good enough for now. The caliper is to the back. Hopefully. Ooh, Alright. The one side is gonna have to be upside down, so that I can have the calipers to the back. Oops. Copy. Paste. Actually, if I go like this, and I'll put this one upside down, that should be fine. Yep, okay. That's alright. I wish we could change the color of the brake rotors, but we can't. Alright, so there is our base, like, kind of like a rolling chassis, basically. This is actually starting to look kind of cool. I hope it performs as well as it hopefully ends up looking. I'm really good at the mechanical side of things, but I'm not very good at making things look good. Ooh, I'll just disable the collision for that, so that it doesn't have any issues with steering. And then for the tie rods, I need to attach it there, and I'm going to use the axle and plate, I guess. Do this thing. Like so. And then the ball end, like so. There we go. I can just duplicate this, stick that one back on. Another reason I'm putting the steering towards the back is to make all the steering linkage to the steering wheel shorter. I could put the springs on the front and move the tie rod in, because then, or the sway bar in, because then I could make it stiffer to make up for this, but I'm not really worried about it right now. Rack and pinion. That one will work nicely, except I need to change this part. I need to make it only attach in the middle. Oops. There we go. So I'm going to bring the crossbar back to there, and then I'll bring this over like so. Now that'll work. And then if I feel like making it look quote-unquote stronger, I can just... Actually, I do feel like making it look a little stronger. So let's grab some L plates. Get rid of these really quick. On a side note, the T2 truck that I've been working on is coming close to completion. I just have a couple more updates because of the new parts. But aside from that, it's basically done. So it shouldn't be too much longer before my T2 is released. If you don't know what my T2 is, it is my second truck that I've built that I actually like, and I'm kind of proud of. I have a video called My Best Vehicle Yet, Gearblocks, and it shows off my T2 if you are interested. If I remember, I will also put a link to it in the description. But I'll likely forget, like usual. Alright, there we go. There's the steering, at least connected. And now for the sway bar, which can be nice and small. So I will do a ball end, then a ball and axle. Like so, duplicate it, put one on one side, one on the other. I could bring it back and put it here, but I don't know if that's going to be too short. This car shouldn't have, too much suspension travel. It's not built for suspension travel, it is built for handling. So the suspension isn't going to move much. So this should be fine. Normally I would build it with a longer sway bar, but like I said, this doesn't really need it. Go down to springs, grab the torsion spring, connect the two ends of the sway bar. That should work just fine. And then I need another one of those on either side, like so. And there we go. The front suspension is basically done. I just want to put on the actual steering before I finish. I'm going to put the servo motor up here, pointing backwards, so that I can easily connect it to the rest of the system. And I like using the 8. That's not what I wanted. I like using the 8-tooth gear for steering. I find it just makes it more like adjustable and controllable and stuff. This has to rotate more. The servo and whatnot has to rotate more to get the steering to move, rather than using a bigger gear. Oh, I need to make that one longer, probably. I will for now. Alright, where do I want to put the battery? I might as well put the battery up front somewhere. I'm just going to use a small battery. And I'm going to tuck it in right there, because might as well. Alright, let's get everything connected and see if it's drivable at least. Where's the... there it is. I am also working on smaller versions of all of the engines. I have a bunch made, and each one has like a base version with as little power as I can get out of it, and then a performance version like that one with as much power as I can get out of it. I should have put the steering on the front, because then I could have put the gas tank there, but I'm not too worried about it for now. I can always move it after. I'm going to put it here for now. I'm going to quickly lock everything in place, connect up the engine, and at least get this thing driving. And then in the next few episodes, I can focus on making it look good, making it perform well, that kind of thing. Turn on numlock so I can actually shift. Alright, let's see what happens. to turn everything on. I forgot to actually set up the steering. Ooh, that's a continuous servo motor. Hold on. Servo motor, that's what I wanted. There we go. Alright. I'm out of time for today's video, but I just want to get this working. Steering, left, right, only seated, turn the speed down to 20. I can adjust the angles and stuff while I'm tuning it. There we go. Steering's even going the right way. Oh, it does not like the spring. Oh, I gotta bring the gas tank up by one. Oops, up by like half a block. So I'll put that. Oopsies. Come on. There we go. I'll do that. Gotta reattach or reconnect the fuel again. But that's fine. It is a little annoying that you have to attach the fuel like this, but it also kind of makes sense. A part of me thinks it would make more sense. Depending on the engine, because some vehicles have it going into the throttle body like a carburetor, but these are just normal throttle bodies, therefore it's fuel injections, so it would go straight into the cylinder. Alright, let's see if this drives. Throw my headset on really quick. I also want to go through and change the button for my starter motors to Alt-E so that I can use Shift and Control for shifting my 6-speed. Alright, let's start the engine. Oh, wrong button. Come on. It does not want to start. And something looks like it's being weird down there. Alright, what is the issue? That's all connected. Everything looks connected how it should be. It's getting fuel. Tank should be full. So why does it not want to run? Come on. Interesting. If I grab the base engine, just the engine on its own, will it start? I'll run over to the engine dyno really quick. I've also been working on compact front-wheel drive systems off camera. Right. I'll probably cut out connecting this and just get it to the point of it running because I'm out of time for today. But recording these videos goes by way too quick. Kind of like Scrap Mechanic, just time flies when I'm playing it. Alright, I need to switch this really quick. I don't need to, but I want to. Alright, will this run? Yes. It will run. It's still limited to 3000 RPM, but whatever. So, why? Oh, that's why. These two are not connected. Okay, it should run now. I did not notice that before. There we go. I need to really adjust the suspension. That rotate, that's set to rotate. Okay. Alright, let's take it for a quick spin. Oops. Alright. First gear. No? Something is messing up. I would really like to change the drivetrain as well. Oh, that's why. And then I still need to put a gear on there. Why did that come off? There was one there before. But yeah, I'd really like to change how I have the drivetrain run, whatever, because having all of these gears to the back really sucks. And I really don't want to use pulleys either. Oops, wrong button. It's drivable though. I have to fix the rear toe issue like I did with the truck. But the race car is drivable. That makes me happy. This rear end is a simple fix though. Change that to false just because it's the big one. And then we take the half round and put it up alongside the wheel, and that should stop it from twisting the way it was. There we go. Oops. Sweet. This is going to be awesome. I need to, really need to do some tuning, but there's no point in adjusting the shocks and stuff until the body and everything is on, so the full weight is there. Okay, it was in fourth. Ooh. It likes to spin out though, as of right now. It'd be nice if we had like working aerodynamics and stuff. I don't know if the game does or not. Oops, I guess I smacked the microphone. But yeah. Ooh, something's wrong with the front end. That's probably why it's having issues. Why will this not go up and down? That's why. There we go. Oh my goodness, come on. There we go. Okay. So, a little over typical time, but I really wanted to get it drivable in today's video. Ooh. There we go. I will start working on the bodywork some more, and so on. Yeah, even at full drop, the front sway bars should be fine. Back one's not much longer, so I'm not too worried about it. I would like to figure out something else for the gearbox, but I don't really have anything else at the moment, so this car will probably keep this gearbox and everything. Yeah, like I said, I will try and finish work on the structure and the body, and then I can move on to tuning it and putting the gas tank in a bit of a better spot, perhaps. So yeah. One thing I do like about how the drivetrain is the two gears on the back work like a quick change rear end for different gear ratios. But either way, this is turning out a little bit better than I thought it would. So, it's turning out better than my other engine car. I know I keep saying I'm gonna end this video, but I love playing this, and I've been wanting to get this car finished for a while. So, lock all. just a quick comparison to my last mid-engine card. This is the T2, by the way. T2, and the T1 is this one. But my last kind of mid rear engine-ish car, it's more of a mid than a rear engine, but whatever. It's got 6 cylinders. Oh, I messed up painting it. Either way, this car turned out pretty ugly. And just the way it works is really weird. Like, the gearbox comes all the way up to here and then back. And it doesn't look very good. It doesn't handle the greatest, but it is what it is. Got a big frunk though. It looks so weird. So I'm hoping the full-on track car turns out better. But we'll see. Either way, as usual, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, anything you want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I would love to start doing a community builds on this like I do with Scrap Mechanic. So if you've built anything you want me to check out and you want people to know about, send it on Discord. If I forget to put a link in the description, there's links to my Discord in my Scrap Mechanic community builds videos. And just go to the Discord, and then Gearblocks, and then I'm not sure if there's a specific community build spot, but there is a blueprints spot. So put it there and just leave a message with it saying it's for community builds for now. And yeah. Either way, as always, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.